প্লাস হচ্ছে স্পেসিমেনের থাকবে, শর্ট নোট থাকবে, সব কিছুই থাকবে। তাহলে ইটস ভেরি ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট অ্যাজ ওয়েল অ্যাজ ওরাল কোশ্চেন। হ্যাঁ, তাহলে সেই মতন রেডি হয়ে যাবো আজকে আমরা। হ্যাঁ, তাহলে টুডে উইল go to the another disease of that bone, that is the neoplastic disease, that is the bone tumor. হ্যাঁ, তাহলে বোন টিউমার কি হতে পারে? ইটস মেবি আগেই বলেছি যে কোনো টিউমারের যদি ক্লাসিফাই করতে হয় তখন বলতে হবে প্রাইমারি বোন টিউমার, সেকেন্ডারি। তাহলে বোন টিউমার তাহলে হচ্ছে প্রাইমারি হবে আর সেকেন্ডারি হবে। তাহলে ক্লাসিফাইড অ্যাকর্ডিং টু দ্য হাউ দে ক্লাসিফাইড দ্যাট থিং আদার দেন প্রাইমারি সেকেন্ডারি, দে আর সেল অফ অরিজিন। আগে কি ছিল? বোন ফর্মিং অস্টিওব্লাস্ট, কাটলেজ ফর্মিং কন্ড্রোব্লাস্ট, এই দুটো এলিমেন্ট প্লাস হচ্ছে স্টোমাল এলিমেন্ট, সব জায়গায় যা থাকে সাপোর্টিভ টিস্যু আর সেল অফ অরিজিন সেই রকম। তাহলে বোনের আমাদের সেল কি হচ্ছে? বোন ফর্মিং সেল অস্টিওব্লাস্ট, কাটলেজ ফর্মিং কন্ড্রোব্লাস্ট। তাহলে টিউমার দুটো সেল থাকবে আর স্টোমাল টিউমার, মিসলেনিয়াস টিউমার, তাহলে ক্লাসিফাই করবো আমরা সেইভাবে। তাহলে কি হলো? বোন ফর্মিং টিউমার, কাটলেজ ফর্মিং টিউমার, মিসলেনিয়াসের হচ্ছে ইভিং সার্কোমা, জায়েন্ট সেল টিউমার, হিমোপাইটিক টিউমার, মাল্টিপল মাইলোমা আমরা বলেছি, প্লাস হচ্ছে যে মেসেনকাইমাল যে ফাইব্রোসিয়াস টিস্যু তার টিউমার। So, তাহলে according to the cell of origin, tumor also distributed or classified according to that. তাহলে তোমাদের সেটা সুবিধা হয়ে যাবে যে ক্লাসিফাই করার জন্য। খুব বড় নয়, কিন্তু যদি সেল অফ অরিজিন ক্লাসিফাই করো দেখবে ইট ইজ ভেরি ইজি টু রিক্যাপিচুলেট। তাহলে দেখো এবার হচ্ছে প্রাইমারি, সেকেন্ডারি। সেকেন্ডারি যদি না বলি তাহলে আনসার কমপ্লিট হবে না। তাহলে সেকেন্ডারি মানে মেটাসেলিক ডিপোজিট ফ্রম আউটসাইড। তাহলে প্রাইমারি একটা হচ্ছে কি? বেনাইন, ম্যালিগন্যান্ট। সেরকম হচ্ছে বেনাইন, this is a malignant, this is a benign one, this is a malignant one. তাহলে ফার্স্ট ওয়ান ইজ দ্য বোন ফর্মিং টিউমার দ্যাট arises from the osteoblast. বেনাইন হচ্ছে অস্টিওমা, অস্টাইড অস্টিওমা, অস্টিওব্লাস্টোমা, দে আর বেনাইন। ম্যালিগন্যান্ট হচ্ছে অস্টিওসার্কোমা, দ্যাট ইজ ইম্পর্টেন্ট ফর ইউর এক্সাম পারপাস। জিজ্ঞেস করবে ইটস এ বেনাইন না ম্যালিগন্যান্ট, দ্যাট অস্টিওসার্কোমা ইজ এ ম্যালিগন্যান্ট টিউমার। সেরকম কার্টিলেজ ফর্মিং টিউমার, তাহলে কে তৈরি করছে? বেনাইন, কন্ড্রোমা। These are benign. Chondroma, oma means benign. Everywhere this is a oma is a benign condition. তাহলে chondroma or enchondroma, osteochondroma, chondroblastoma, আর হচ্ছে chondrosarcoma, this is a malignant one. তাহলে this is easy to remember. Then miscellaneous one. For your exam purpose, the miscellaneous tumors are Ewing sarcoma, giant cell tumor of the bone. It may be benign or may be malignant. This is a locally malignant. And other tumor under this will come later on. No need to remember, but when they'll ask in exam in oral, you can remember that name only. Now it's a big classification, very difficult to remember. Still you will know this is benign, this is malignant. It's a bone forming tumor I told, osteoma, osteoblastoma, osteosarcoma. Cartilage, same thing, chondrosarcoma. Unknown origin, origin is not known, that's why it is an unknown origin. It's a giant cell tumor of bone, maybe a malignant tumor. Histiocytic fibrohistiocytoma, malignant fibrohistiocytoma. আরেকটা জিনিস মনে রাখবে হচ্ছে নোটোকাট। এক্সামিনার will ask what is chordoma. It is a remnant of the notochord tumor that arises from the remnant of notochord is called chordoma. Site usually in the sacrococcygeal area, and the specific cell present, they will ask in the oral, this is a ficelliferous cell, look like a fat produce clear cytoplasm, that is the ficelliferous cell, sometimes will come in MCQ. So chordoma originates from the remnant of the notochord, specific cell is called the ficelliferous cell. Other things, hemopoietic multiple myeloma lymphoma. Another thing is a neuroectodermal tumor, that is will come in your syllabus, Ewing sarcoma P-NET. Primitive neuroectodermal tumor, that is a Ewing sarcoma P-NET tumor will come together. So this is the nutshell of the classification. You will remember how far you remember according to the cell of origin. Clear? Now another thing important, because they will give history to clue the diagnosis. They will give for long question. So clue means this is the bone, it's a long bone. Here is the epiphysis, here is the metaphysis, here is the diaphysis. So they will give some clue to that history. Maybe tumor arisen from the lower end, or maybe in the X-ray showing it is in the lower end of the epiphysis or metaphysis in the diaphysis. They will give. Sometimes they will give the radiological finding. So these are the clue for provisional diagnosis. Then and then you can realize what type of lesion it is. So you will remember according to the anatomical location. This is the epiphysis, this is the growth plate, epiphyseal plate. So here the tumor is usually giant cell tumor. Here also it can occur and metaphysis end of the occur. But usually commonly it is in the epiphyseal end, the giant cell tumor. And the metaphyseal is common is the osteosarcoma. No need, you will remember that. And the diaphysis, I told yesterday, the diaphyseal tumor, this is a Ewing sarcoma, multiple myeloma. For example, of view, if it is comes in the diaphysis tumor, you will write down the Ewing sarcoma. Clear? Tinted tumor, for your exam, this is giant cell tumor of bone, this is osteosarcoma, this is a Ewing sarcoma, peanut tumor, or multiple myeloma if it is asked in the hematology. Clear? So this is the bony tumor. So this is a big nomenclature, all those things, very difficult to remember. For exam point of view, few commonly presenting tumor is the epiphysis, the giant cell tumor is a malignant one, metaphysis is the osteosarcoma, and the malignant tumor in the diaphysis is the Ewing sarcoma, peanut tumor, multiple myeloma. Clear? For oral purpose, for clue to the provisional diagnosis in the long question. Clear? These have to remember for easy remember. Now we come to that one important bone tumor is the osteosarcoma. They come and that long question, that is the problem based question, may become in the specimen, may become in the splitted form in the short note or in MCQ. So this is a very important sarcoma. What is this thing? It is a malignant tumor arising from the bone forming tumor. It is a bone forming tumor arising from a malignant tumor in which the osteoid matrix of the mineralized bone tissue are directly arise from the tumor cells. That is the malignant osteoblast. তাহলে কে তৈরি করছে না অস্টিওব্লাস্ট কি করে বোন তৈরি করে সে যখন malignant transformation হয়ে গেল তারা কি করে সে অস্টয়েড হেপাসাবনিসে তৈরি করবে as it is a malignant. So bone forming tumor. So it is a malignant tumor arising from the bone forming neoplastic cell osteoblast, and hallmark is the proliferation or synthesis of the osteoid. So it is a malignant tumor of bone in which osteoid matrix of the mineralized bone tissue are directly formed from the tumor cell called the neoplastic or malignant osteoblast. So this is the hallmark, this in the osteoid. Then examiner will ask, what is osteoid? Short note will come, what is osteoid? Unmineralized. Mineralized means calcium যখন deposit হয়নি, that is osteoid. So unmineralized bone is called osteoid. When it undergo mineralization, that is called তোমার bone matrix, that is the bone formation হয়ে গেল, তাহলে তার আগে আমরা বলবো osteoid. This is the hallmark thing. And the stromal cell, that is that malignant cell, mesenchymal cell, that's why it is called sarcoma. So as a whole, it is an osteosarcoma. The bone is a mesenchymal tissue, bone forming cell, they undergo malignant transformation, producing the osteoid and mineralized bone also, and this is cell is called the sarcoma, that's why it is called osteosarcoma. কাদের কাদের হবে is a bimodal age group. ওরা কোশ্চেন জিজ্ঞেস করবে কাদের হবে, একটা হচ্ছে ইয়াঙ্গার এজ গ্রুপ আর একটা হচ্ছে ওল্ডার। ইয়াঙ্গার এজ গ্রুপ হচ্ছে কি না তোমার more than 75% হচ্ছে ইয়াঙ্গার, and old age হচ্ছে তোমার second one, that will come under secondary disease produce the osteosarcoma, that is under in the old age, will come later. So male and female are equally distributed, and anatomical location জিজ্ঞেস করবে this is a metaphyseal end of the diaphysis or metaphyseal end of the long bone. More common site আছে distal femur, proximal tibia. These are all oral questions that I distributed according to their exam purpose. So these are the site, these are the age distribution. male female are equal. Hallmark of the disease is the neoplastic osteoid formation. So these are the commonly it is occurred in the distal female proximal tibia, upper end of the humerus and other sides also. So that is the bone, and the location of the long bone, metaphysis is the 89 to 90%, diaphysis 10% and epiphyseal end is the 1%. So it is a very common in the metaphyseal end of the long bone. মনে রাখতে পারবে? Now pathogenesis, how it is occurred due to some mutation changes in that bone, the cell give rise to this thing. What are those things? Now, mutation of the P53, RBGene mutation, inactivation in 4A and MD2, these are the things that inhibits the P53, these are the some mutational changes, but you remember this thing, that is the RBGene is very important, and it is a familial gene, give rise to both two diseases. One is the retinoblastoma in the children. If it is present in the cell, when they are mutated, they give rise to osteosarcoma. History will give a child has eye problem or a tumor in that younger age group. Later on, they produce a tumor in that the metaphyseal end or the end of the long bone. What is your provisional diagnosis? As it is related to RBGene, so the retinoblastoma in the eye in the younger age group or in the baby or in the neonate age group, they are in future they produce the osteosarcoma. That is a very important one. Supply question has come like this way. The history they give as a retinoblastoma due to mutation of the RBGene, they are prone to develop this osteogenic sarcoma due to mutation of the RBGene. তাহলে এই দুটো মনে রাখতে হবে। আর কি জন্য হতে পারে না, তার যদি রেডিয়েশন হতে পারে, মেবি কেমোথেরাপি হতে পারে। আর হচ্ছে ওল্ড এজে কখন হবে? হ্যাঁ, দ্যাট ইজ দ্য সেকেন্ডারি অস্টিওজেনিক সার্কোমা। কার কার হবে না, পেশেন্ট ইজ সাফারিং ফ্রম পেজেট ডিজিজ or ionizing radiation or in a bony infarct or fibrous dysplasia যদি থাকে, secondary to disease they produce the osteosarcoma in old age. That is a secondary osteosarcoma due to the presence of these disease, pejet disease, ionizing radiation, chemotherapy and this fibrous dysplasia or bone infarct. Clear? তাহলে দুটো dual peak, one is younger age group, one is the older age group. Now classification, there is various classification according to the marks. They also you will classify like that way. According to the marks division, if one or two marks will go on histological classification, anatomical classification. If it is more than that, you can classify like that way. But no need. But according to the various types of classification, I can go like this. It may be primary, secondary, as I told, or it may be anatomical location is intermedullary, intercortical, or high grade type, or it may be histological classification. If they ask specifically, then we will take according to the cell, predominant cell in the tumor. It may be osteoblastic, it may be chondroblastic, it may be fibroblastic, it may be giant cell disease, it may be a small cell type, or it may be produce plenty of blood vessels. That's why it is called the telangiectatic type. So histologically, according to the cell distribution, they can classify like that way. Secondary আগে বলেছি কাদের হয়, ওল্ড এজে pre-existing lesion যদি থাকে, that is the pejet disease, bone infection, post radiation or chronic osteomyelitis, they produce this sarcoma. Another is the associated specific syndrome, that is the familial retinoblastoma that I told. যদি তার familial RBGene থাকে, they prone to develop. So according to the mass distribution, you can classify according to your own visibility and according to your time. So you can classify like that way. For oral purpose, it may help. Now, just for this is a classical one, that is in the metaphyseal end. It may be intermedullary, that in the medullary cavity. It may be a parosteal according to the side of this parosteal. It may be periosteal, whole circumference of that bone, or it may be a high blood vessel, that is telangiectatic type. No need to remember, just to location of that thing, you can remember like this way. Now, proper gross examination, they will ask history হয়ে গেল, morphology হয়ে গেল, এবার আমরা gross examination জিনিস। Grossly, it is a bulky tumor. See, this thing is a bulky tumor. This is the growth plate. This is epiphysis, the metaphysis. The tumor is arising from here. So it is a bulky tumor, gritty on cut section. As it's a bone forming tumor, if we cut, gritty sensation will come. If we palpate, you can see the hard feeling, that is the gritty due to the presence of bony chips or bone forming. That's why it may be a hemorrhage, necrosis, bulky, fish place appearance, various type of color according to the stage of the disease. And the tumor is mostly involved this medullary cavity, and if it is come late, it go to the joint capsule, go to the surrounding soft tissue. So this is the gross finding. So you can remember. See this thing? This is the tumor. It can this is the growth plate, this is epiphysis, so it is a tumor in the metaphysis. Here they produce or go to the intermedullary canal or go to the surrounding soft tissue, hemorrhage, necrosis, fish plus appearance, variegated appearance according to the early stage to late stage. How they come under microscope? See, it is a diagrammatic picture, not under microscope, to remember for you. See, these are the neoplastic cells. Tumor cells of varying morphology, that is the pleomorphic cells, round to oval to highly pleomorphic cells, hyperchromatic nucleus, and in between ki ache, the mitotic activity ache, in between pink color. These are the osteoid. The lace-like osteoid material is called that hallmark of the disease. That is the osteoid formation, that neoplastic osteoblast. They are enormously produce this bone. First of all, it is osteoid, then is bone. So it is an lace-like eosinophilic material in between the tumor cells. That is the hallmark of the disease. তাহলে কি হলো neoplastic cell হলো, they are highly variegated appearance, hyperchromatic, maybe a mitosis, all those things, necrosis, hemorrhage, and this lace-like eosinophilic material in between these tumor cells. This is the osteoid. তাহলে মনে থাকবে? Now under microscope, these are the cells, hypercellular section is hypercellular, the cells are highly pleomorphic, are differentiated by size. These are the sarcoma cells, and the nucleus is large, high LC ratio, may have mitotic activity, hemorrhage, necrosis, wizard type of tumor giant cell also present. So these are the under microscope, you can see this thing. Now, osteoid production is the hallmark, often led by the lace-like pattern. That is the particular abbreviation in tell osteoid, how they lay out. This is the lace-like osteoid formation. That is the term they are specifying, that osteoid. And HNE stene, it gives rise to pink color. That's why we will tell that is a pink color lace-like osteoid material. Other thing ki ache, according to the cell distribution, it may be predominant of the osteoblast, or if it is associated with the chondrot cell, that is the chondroblastic, or it may be a small cell type, maybe a giant cell rich, or if it is a plenty of blood vessel, telangiectatic type. So these are the different types of distribution of the cell according to the predominant cell distribution of that particular tissue. So these are the neoplastic cells, osteoblasts. They are secreting or synthesizing this lace-like eosinophilic material, that is the osteoid formation. That is under HNE stain, they give rise this. See, all are pink color under microscope. If we see like this, definitely you can diagnose it is an osteosarcoma. Clear? See these neoplastic cells, these are the pink material, all are those, these are all osteoid material, that is the osteosarcoma. Same thing. So remember all those things under microscope, gross examination for exam purpose. Now, poor prognosis is a high grade, there is a poor prognosis, good prognosis is a low grade osteosarcoma, that is a parosteal sarcoma is the low grade. What are the good prognosis is a parosteal type, bad prognosis is a classical one, that is the high grade osteosarcoma. This is a poor prognosis. Eta bolchi na? Now clinical presentation, pain, deformity of that bone, maybe in the surrounding soft tissue involvement, maybe comes under variegated appearance, maybe oozing, or it may be a debility of that growth plate, or it may produce the deformity of that affected site. And if it is, patient is come very late, patient present with the features of metastasis. নাও ডায়াগনোসিস কি করবে? রুটিন এক্সামিনেশন, এছাড়া রেডিওলজিক্যাল ইজ ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট। এফএনএসি করতে পারবো গাইডেড বা উইদাউট গাইড, কোর নিডল বায়োপসি ফর দিস আর দ্য তোমার examination. What are the tests you will do? That is the headline. Now X-ray. X-ray তে কি হবে? Maybe lytic lesion, osteolytic, maybe sclerotic, maybe a both, lytic and sclerotic both. So radiological finding short note they come, or they will give that long question, they will give that history of positive finding radiologically. But you have to remember what are the positive findings in radiology. So give rise to osteolytic, sclerotic and mixed type, lytic and sclerotic both. Now this thing you have to remember for oral purpose or maybe short note, or it may give rise to the clue to the provisional diagnosis. What is this thing? This is an radiologically give rise to a Codman's triangle. What is Codman's triangle? When the tumor invades the periosteum, go to the surrounding soft tissue, they produce a triangle called the Codman triangle. How it is formed? This is this side here, this on this is the periosteum. This is the shaft of the bone. And here is the periosteum. There are two sides, one is the periosteum, here is the shaft of the bone, and the base is formed by the tumor. So triangle, the triangular area, the three sides are formed. One is the shaft of the bone, long bone, one is the periosteum, and the base is formed by the tumor. So this triangle is called the Codman's triangle. Short note, oral purpose, clue to the provisional diagnosis in short period, that long question. Another is a sunburst appearance. What is this thing? This tumor, they give rise to a parallel lines of osteoid material, give rise to rays of light radiating from the bone to the soft tissue. Why it is radiating and give rise to parallel? Because the blood vessels are supplying in the parallel way from the in the tumor, and the osteoid, that bone, they are deposited in the parallel blood vessels. That's why under X-ray give rise to this called the sunburst appearance. This is the sunburst appearance. So these two finding is important for short note, maybe in the oral, and clue to the provisional diagnosis in the long question. Clear? So you will remember this thing. Now clinical course, if it is early without any metastasis, 60 to 70%. It is metastasis, give us less than 20%. If it is a go to the distant or lung metastasis, it is less than 10 to 20% is 5 years survival rate. So it is if it is under neoadjuvant treatment, 60 to 75% as a good prognosis with amputation or neoadjuvant therapy according to their. But when it's come to be very late and with metastatic, prognosis is very poor. Prognosis depends upon the size of the tumor, grade of the tumor, কোথায় metastasis হচ্ছে, আর secondary জন্য তার prognostic factor depend করছে. Now one more exam point of view, this is a giant cell tumor of the bone. So it is also called the osteoclastoma. It is a misnomer because the giant cells they are produced, they are not osteoclast but osteoclast-like. And that's why it is called osteoclastic giant cell, but it is a misnomer one. It is a locally aggressive tumor, that is the in between benign and malignant, arising from the epiphyseal end of the long bone. And site হচ্ছে কোথায় না limited to the epiphysis. Adult হতে তোমার epiphysis হতে পারে, metaphysis হতে পারে, but children below that is usually restricted to the epiphysis. আর তোমার কোথায় হয় না lower end of the femur, upper end of the tibia, upper end of the humerus, in the radius, lower end of the radii, and also occurs in the short bone also. So these are the site for involvement of this giant cell tumor. Pathogenesis is unknown origin, likely to be originated from the monocyte, macrophage or histiocyte origin, and the mononuclear cell present throughout the tumor cell, these are the neoplastic cell. Examiner will ask, that's the tumor composed of the different types of giant cells, osteoclast-like giant cells and the stromal cell. As the nomenclature is giant cell tumor, but the neoplastic lesion is not that giant cell. The neoplastic component is the stromal cell is the neoplastic component. So morphology ki hobe na well circumscribed clock-shaped expansion of that epiphysis. Osteosarcoma chilo ki infiltrating one. Here is the expansile intact cortex. So it is an expansile, the one which is club-shaped expansile tumor, thinning of that bony cortex. Ebar jodi cut section koro, the gritty sensation due to the thinning of this cortex palpate, that is the eggshell crackling hobe. That is like if we feel this tumor, the feeling is eggshell crackling. That is that thing under cut section, and you can get that tumor hemorrhage, necrosis, cystic changes, and the characteristic features is the on palpation eggshell crackling. So microscopically, these are the regular or uniform distribution, that is the giant cell, multinucleated osteoclast-like giant cell, and these stromal cells, the spindle to round neoplastic cell, mononuclear cells, and these giant cell composed of kotota ki jigesh korbe, more than 50 to 100 nucleus, and the nucleus is similar to that of the stromal cell. That is the characteristics of this tumor. The neoplastic component is the stromal cells, and the giant cell they produce more than 50 to 100 nucleus, and the nucleus is similar morphology to that of the stromal cell. That's why it is called the osteoclastic type of giant cell, not the osteoclast. And this is the giant cell tumor. And also present hemorrhage, necrosis, all those things. So, eta ki bolo stromal cells. These are the round to oval to elongated mononuclear cells. May have occasional mitosis. Giant cells more than 50 to 100 nuclei, similar to that of the stromal cells. So this is the expansile growth. This is the expansile cup-shaped growth of the affected. This is the tibia, upper end of the tibia. This is the humerus, upper end of the, this is the radius, upper end of the, lower end of the radius. These are the site for expansile growth of the site, affected site. See this, radiology is important. If we do this, this is the multiple osteolytic lesion, and this characteristic feature is called soap bubble appearance. Soap যেমন কি bubble হয়, the radiological feature হচ্ছে তোমার osteosarcoma কি ছিল, sunburst appearance and that corneal strangle. Here is that soap bubble appearance, the characteristic feature. So this is the soap bubble appearance. Again, this microscopy, these are the stromal cell. These are the fusion of the giant cell of that stromal cell produces. So, uniform distribution, a mixture of the neoplastic stromal cells and the giant cell. So, clinical feature, swelling, pain, all those things. Along with the, if we palpate, that is the eggshell crackling is the important thing. Cup-shaped expansile growth or that affected bone, and on palpation, it's a eggshell crackling. Again, the soap bubble appearance. Here is the soap bubble appearance, the upper end of the tibia. Here is the lower end of the radius. So, give rise to this thing. Then behavior, आगे बोले से कि behavior is locally malignant tumor. Is in between benign and malignant. Rarely 10 to 20% may give rise to a lung metastasis. That's why it is called locally malignant tumor. আরেকটা কি বলেছিলাম, then another tumor, that is the basal cell carcinoma. This is another locally malignant tumor. The examiner will ask in the oral exam. Another thing you have to remember, short note, that is the giant cell containing lesion, differential diagnosis. Short note দিয়ে দিল, giant cell containing lesion enumerate. তাহলে you remember 1 to 3 whatever may be. So this is aneurysmal bone cyst, condomixed fibroma, chondroblastoma, metaphyseal fibrosis, osteosarcoma, brown tumor of the hyperparathyroidism or giant cell hepatic adenoma. So some of the tumors containing giant cell containing lesion, for short note you have to remember for oral purpose, if that tumor has come, they will ask on the oral, name another tumor have plenty of multinucleated giant cells. So you will remember like this way. Another exam point of view, that is the Ewing sarcoma. This is very important. কোথায় হবে না, this is diaphysis হবে, feature আলাদা কিন্তু মনে রাখতে হবে radiological features and the finding the clue for provisional diagnosis. তাহলে কি হচ্ছে, this is as a whole primitive neuroendocrine tumor or Ewing sarcoma as a whole called PNET tumor as a whole is called Ewing sarcoma family tumor nowadays. Because though it is look like similar under morphology under microscope, but they are different behavior, their staining capacity different, other feature হচ্ছে different, কিন্তু under microscope small blue round cell tumor হচ্ছে তার microscopic feature. That's why they will come under the same heading. It is usually it is occurs in the children and also occurs in the diaphysis of the long bone. তাহলে diaphysis of the long bone another tumor. আমরা metaphysis শেষ করলাম, epiphysis শেষ করলাম, now come to the diaphysis হচ্ছে Ewing sarcoma আর PNET. Primary tumor small blue round cell tumor. ওরালে জিজ্ঞেস করবে how it look like tumor cells, they are small, choto, blue means under microscope look like a lymphocyte, that's why it is called blue, small blue round cell, that's why it is also called small blue. Pediatrics small blue round cell tumor, one is Ewing sarcoma. Other small সব আছে কি লিম্ফোমা হতে পারে, যত পেডিয়াট্রিক টিউমার মেডুলোব্লাস্টোমা, তারপরে এগুলো সব ছোট ছোট যা আছে হেপাটোব্লাস্টোমা, all blastoma usually come under this small blue round cell tumor. So Ewing sarcoma, a difference between these PNET and Ewing sarcoma, they are microscopically look like the same blue tumor, but they have different morphology because Ewing sarcoma is primitive origin and more differentiated হচ্ছে তোমার PNET হচ্ছে more differentiated form, and they are under different ISC করলে দেখা যাবে যে different. NSC the non specific তোমার যদি আমরা করি স্টাডিজ যদি করি, that is positive for the PNET, negative for the Ewing sarcoma. And that chromosomal, this is 1122, not 11 to 12, 1122 translocation হচ্ছে তোমার this positive for both Ewing sarcoma PNET tumor, and due to this similarity they will come under Ewing sarcoma family. That's why it is called Ewing sarcoma family tumor as a whole, due to some similarity of their morphology, some staining character. By ISC they are different. So it is occurs in the children, usually in the diaphysis of the long bone, and incident হচ্ছে malignant other than osteosarcoma. Chromosomal translocation is 1122, 722, 2121. This is that. This is ISC called Ewing sarcoma. Neural marker is negative for Ewing but positive for PNET because it is more differentiated than Ewing sarcoma. PNET is more differentiated than Ewing sarcoma. That's why this neuronal marker is more positive than Ewing sarcoma. Other positivity আছে তোমার S100 neuron specific anoles, these are all positive in that PNET. But there has come Ewing sarcoma family. Now grossly, it is diaphysis. So tumor is involved in that diaphysis, not in the metaphysis. That is a shaft of the bone. তোমার এখানে থাকবে hemorrhage, necrosis, mostly involve the bony cortex. তাহলে within the shaft of this thing, that is this tumor. Microscopically কিরকম না বলেছি, small blue round cell tumor. So the cells are uniform small round cell tumor, look like small lymphocyte. তাহলে কি small blue round cells are anti-cytoplasm, look like a lymphocyte. Usually they have PAS positive. হ্যাঁ, মনে রাখবে যে Ewing sarcoma, that cytoplasm is PAS for the paradigmatic associated reagent is positive for this thing. আর নিউক্লিয়ার যে সমস্ত আছে ডিসপাস কোমাটিং, পাউডার কোমাটিং, all those things only would remember that is the small blue round cell tumor. Another distribution that uniformly distributed, another pattern of these things, that the small blue round cell, they are distributed at rosette around eosinophilic material. This is called pseudo rosette. যদি এমটি থাকতো রোজেট কাকে বলে তোমরা এখন তোমাদের হয়তো জানা হয়নি। রোজেট হচ্ছে কি সেল আর অ্যারেঞ্জ ইন এ empty space or around in a blood vessel or in a eosinophilic material. If it is present distributed around a empty space, that is the true rosette. If it is present around a eosinophilic material or around a blood vessel, it is called pseudo rosette. Here you can get, that is the Homer Wright rosette, that is arranged in a central fibrillary space. Homer Wright. Remember that right is not right. So it is a pseudo rosette. So cells are arranged in a eosinophilic fibrillary material. So small blue round cell tumor, sometimes they presented as a arranged around a eosinophilic fibrillary material. That's why it's called pseudo rosette, and name of this thing is a Homarite rosette. See this eosarcoma, small blue round cell tumor, and here is this eosinophilic material, cells are arranged, look like a rosette, a flower-like arrangement. So this is called pseudo rosette. This is the pseudo rosette. Now, clinical feature, everything you can pain, enlargement, diagnosis by FNAC or radiology thing. Radiological is very important because they will give the clue or maybe ask for radiological features of this tumor, give rise to exponential growth in the diaphysis. And when they extend from these cortex to the outside the tip, there is a layer after layer deposition of the bony tissue as a onion peel appearance. That's why it is called new bone formation. The multiple thin parallel layers is a onion peel appearance. So the radiologically তিনটে tumor different. একটা হলো Codman's triangle sunburst appearance, আর একটা হলো soap bubble appearance হচ্ছে osteoblastoma বা giant cell tumor. Here is the onion peel appearance. তাহলে তিনটে tumor আলাদা। তাহলে lesions may be lightly sclerotic, আমরা গেলাম না। It may go to hematogenous metastasis to lung and bone. See this thing. This is a tumor. This is here the tumor. The bone are deposited by layer after layer when they go to the involving the soft tissue. That is called onion peel appearance. This is the layer after layer. This is the layer after layer. This is the onion peel appearance. The characteristic features of the Ewing sarcoma. Prognosis is hematogenous metastasis. Prognosis is poor. তাহলে আমরা তিনটে টিউমার পড়লাম। How to compare to remember this exam point of view. একটা জিনিস বাকি রয়ে গেল, secondary bone tumor. সেটাও শর্ট নোট আসে, what are the bone tumor that's coming in the bone secondary? What are those things? Maybe hematogenous spread, maybe direct spread. Direct আর কোথায় সাধারণত যায়? Usually in the vertebrae গিয়ে deposited. What are those tumor? So breast, prostate, lung, thyroid, kidney, or these are the common tumor. They are deposited in the bone. Where they deposit? Usually common site হচ্ছে তোমার spine, pelvis, vertebral column, আর হচ্ছে femur হচ্ছে neck of the femur. Elderly patient suddenly come with fall with neck femur, fracture neck femur. If we do the fine needle aspiration, you will get either it is due to the osteolytic, due to the তোমার or lysis হওয়ার জন্য fracture হচ্ছে, or maybe secondary deposit. Clear? Now, secondary bone tumor for your oral purpose, not written in the book, to remember this thing. So the X-ray কিরকম হবে? Osteolytic, osteoclerotic, or it may be a both. The osteolytic lesion is a thyroid, GIT, kidney, or osteosclerotic bone prostate. কোথায় কোথায় হয়? সাধারণত বললাম স্পাইন, বোন, হ্যাঁ, এসব জায়গায় বেশি হয়। কিন্তু ফর রিমেম্বার, তাহলে আমরা ডায়াগনোসিস করবো কি করে? এক্স-রে করতে পারি বা FNAC করে আমরা ডায়াগনোসিস করতে পারি। এটা মনে রাখবে কি করে? কি কি টিউমার আসে? পাবলিক টি স্কোয়ার। তো মনে রাখার জন্য সেকেন্ডারি বোন টিউমার, পাবলিক টি স্কোয়ার, there is a P for prostate, U for হচ্ছে urinary secondary kidney bladder, B for bones আদার সাইড থেকে যদি আসে, আর হচ্ছে lung L, I হচ্ছে intestine, C for CNS, testes and thyroid. So public T square for your easy remember, you can remember, not written in the book, for oral purpose you can write. Now, 3 tumor for your exam point of view to remember. This thing, osteosarcoma, giant cell tumor, Ewing sarcoma. Osteosarcoma in the metaphyseal end, giant cell tumor in the epiphyseal end, clock shaped হচ্ছে তোমার exponential growth. Here is the diaphysis, the Ewing sarcoma and pinnae. তাহলে মনে রাখতে পারবে site. Now, radiologically, this is a Codman's triangle and sunburst appearance. Here is the soap bubble appearance of the giant cell tumor. Ewing sarcoma হচ্ছে কি? Layer after layer onion peel appearance মনে রাখতে পারবে। আর microscopically, this is a less like osteoid হচ্ছে osteosarcoma. Here is the pinnae tumor. This is a small blue round cell tumor. Here is a multiple giant cell ইলিউইন্টারসোমাস। তাহলে এই তিনটে কম্পেয়ার করে দিলাম। এই কারণে এক্সাম পয়েন্ট অফ থিওরি বা ওরাল যেখানে শর্ট নোট যা কিছু থাকবে ইউ ক্যান ইজিলি রিমেম্বার। ক্লিয়ার? এনি ডাউট, এনি কোশ্চেন ইন দ্যাট টিউমার? তাহলে মনে রাখতে গেল। হ্যাঁ, তাহলে এটা হচ্ছে লং কোশ্চেন ফর থিওরি এনিহোয়ার ইন দিস থিংস, মেবি ইন দ্য ফুল কোয়েশ্চেন ইন দ্য বন্ধ করে দাও। হ্যাঁ, যে হতে পারে নয় 10 নম্বরের শর্ট নোট, নয় 4 নম্বর 5 নম্বর, যেখানে থাকবে ইউ ক্যান রাইট। আর এমসিকিউ ওয়ান অফ দিস থিংস মে কাম আন্ডার দিস থিং। ক্লিয়ার? কোনো কনফিউশন আছে? কিছু নেই তো? তাহলে বলো কি অসুবিধা আছে? তাহলে বোনস, তোমাদের আমার পার্টটা আমি শেষ করে দিলাম। পরের দিন আছে ইন্দ্রাক্ষী পড়াবে, তোমার হচ্ছে ফ্র্যাকচার হিলিং, আর একটা হচ্ছে কি একটা বললো, যাই হোক সেটা হচ্ছে তোমার পেজের ডিজিজ। তাহলে এইগুলো হয়ে গেলে তোমার স্কেলিটাল সিস্টেম শেষ, সিলেবাস প্রায় শেষ। হ্যাঁ, তোমাদের আমার একটা ক্লাস হচ্ছে এন্ডোমেট্রিয়াল কার্সিনোমা বাকি আছে, তোমরা নিজেরা ঠিক করে আমাকে গ্রুপে মেসেজ করে দেবে, আমি তাহলে সেই ক্লাসটা নিয়ে নেবো। ঠিক আছে? যদি তোমাদের শেষ এই সেমিস্টারের আগে যদি হয় হবে, তাহলে যদি পরে অ্যারেঞ্জ করতে পারো, তাহলে যখন তোমাদের সুবিধে সিআরকে বলে মেসেজ করে দিও, তাহলে এন্ডোমেট্রিয়াল কার্সিনোমা আমি তাহলে নিয়ে নেবো। ঠিক আছে?